Okay, so today in this video we are going to be going over the multiplication and division of fractions. And in our book this is chapter 6 section 3. And surprisingly this is a lot easier than addition and subtraction because you don't have to find like denominators, which is a super big plus. So we'll start with multiplication. Easy peasy, we can do it with letters first. So it's just going to be A over C times B over D. So if you're given this, it's pretty straightforward. You multiply A and B and then C and D. So your final answer will be AB over CD. And that's pretty much it for regular fractions. We can do an example just to show you what it actually looks like, because I know letters can be confusing. So we'll just do 1/2 times 3/5. And just like above, we're going to do numerator times numerator, which is 3. Denominator times denominator, which is 10. And this can't reduce any, so your final answer is going to be 3 over 10. A cool thing about multiplication of fractions is that you can also multiply them by whole integers. So we'll do the example that they have in the book, and it's 3 times 1 over 4. And the book's really nice because it shows you, let's just exit all this. It shows you circles split in quarters, so it gives you a kind of a visual representation, and I'll draw that up here. You have 3 times 1/4. So you're going to have 3 circles all adding together, cut into fourths. And if you're a visual learner, this helps a lot. So you just 1/4 3 times, and so you can get 3/4. Oh, there's a glare. But to do this the mathematical way, the not visual way, you just put 3 over 1. And then you go on to multiply like normal. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 4 times 1 is 4. And that's multiplication of fractions, really. And you can multiply so that the numerator is bigger than the denominator, and you just do what you usually do, and that's changing it from improper to mixed, to a mixed numeral. That's about it for multiplication. When we go on to the division of fractions, it can get a little tricky. Nothing too hard, but when you are dividing fractions, you're really multiplying them. So this cool little jingle we were taught in middle school was dividing fractions, I know why, flip the second and multiply. And so I'll do it with letters first, like I did the division. I meant multiplication, but division, you're going to have A over B divided by C over D. And here you're going to keep the first, multiplying fractions, I know why, flip the second, so it's going to be D over C, and multiply. So you're going to change the sign from division to multiplication, and then you're going to carry on through your problem. So it's going to end up being AD times, that's supposed to be a C, not a 3, B, C. Yep, and another little trick you can do is put KCF, which kind of sounds like KFC, and that's how I know it helps with 6th graders, teaching them how to do this. But the K stands for keep, the C stands for change, when you change the sign, and flip stands for the fraction, when you flip the fraction. So we can do an example of that real quick. Let me just make something up off the top of my head. 2 over 7 divided by 1/4. And in order to do that, you keep this. So you're going to keep 2 over 7. Change your sign into multiplication. And flip your fraction, 4 over 1. And then you multiply like we did the first step. So it's going to be 8 over 7, and that's improper. And so 7 goes into 8 one time with 1 left over, and you keep your denominator. And that's how you do division of fractions. You can do division with a whole integer as well. So when you want to divide, let's say the number 10 divided by 1/3. You keep this 10, you just put it over 1. So you keep the 10 over 1, you change your division sign, and you flip your fraction. And it's going to end up being 30 over 1, which is really just 30. And that's about it. That's the multiplication and division of fractions. Thanks for watching.